Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first installment of Cosmic Heart Circle. What is that? Well, we're going to tell you. But I'm Julie Sherwood, your Best Hopes Wellness Coaching. I'm a 13 sign constellational astrologer, solution focused wellness coach, Reiki master practitioner, as well as a root cause therapy practitioner. And you may have seen a few of us around in different formats, but we've got something new we're cooking up today. So I'm Julie, and I'm going to turn it over next to my cohort here, Maria.
Hi, everybody. I'm Maria Schumacher, cohort number 2 in our new venture, Cosmic Heart Circle. Um, Again, trying a little something new. You might remember us from Holistic Health Happy Hour. You might remember us from Tea Time Transits. You might remember us from um,
Roundtables.
the round tables that we do. We're kind of out there known for our astrology. And we're joined now by an excellent young lady from way down under who channels the energy of the month. And uh, we've cooked up a really new offering between the three of us. So, Maria Schumacher, Venus-13.com, or you can find me on Patreon at Maria's Daily Charts. But let's turn it over to our new friend Ange.
Hello.
Hello, hi everyone. So, yes, I am Angela, and I am the number three person in our little trifecta, which is lovely. And so, yes, I am from Australia, and I am a voice channel. I work with energy. I'm a hypnotherapist, a root cause therapist practitioner as well. And so what I bring to this is I connect in with my guides, which who actually connect in with the energy of the lunar cycle. And so we're focusing on the full moon for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hand over to them and I'm going to see what they bring through for the energies of this full moon that we're coming up for. So yes, we'll do that. Now is the time. It is now the time for you to be seeking what it is that you wish to really. How do you really wish to be? What do you really wish to take with you? What do you really wish to bring forth? This is the time for this to become to fruition, for this to bloom, for this to be something of which you can truly hold and move into. There has been the movement of where the energies have asked you to clear out your house. And when we speak of house, we do not speak of a physical house, we speak of the physical body of which you have. It has asked you to open all the doors, all the windows, all the closets, to see what has been sitting there, to clear it all out. This is what has been asked of you previous to now. And so now is the time for you to ground into what is it that you truly wish to bring forth with you? What is it that you truly wish to be you, to bring into you? As know that none of these things that were there and that were sitting within your house and using this as a metaphor for your body, what had been sitting in your body, your mind, your soul, this is what it is. Not as if that these were separate from you, these were a part of you. However, a lot of the time they had been sitting there discarded as if you did not want to see them anymore, and yet you've had the opportunity to open it to see everything. The veil has dropped, the illusion has dropped, and you have been able to see things without rose-colored glasses. And we say this with love, though it is almost as if it has been a harsh reality of which you have seen, of all the different aspects, all the different parts of which have been discarded, no longer used. And they have not always been done in this way in order for you to completely discard them. For some, yes, you have outgrown this. It is as if it is an old skin that you have shed and it has been sitting there. You just had not had the courage to remove it yet, to completely remove it yet. And with other parts, other aspects, they have been placed there in order for you to be able to fit in, to be able to be more palatable. And as we have opened, as the energies have opened for you to see everything, you have made decisions in order to see whether you wish to take these aspects which have been not as palatable and reincorporate them into you. See what it is that you really do want to bring forth with you. This is the moment of grounding into bringing this wholeness back. As know that you were always whole. It is just over time that it has become fractured in pieces. Though this is not whom you are. You are whole. It is just that now, with the veil dropped, you can see what it is that you wish to bring with you and what it is that you wish to no longer bring forth. And this is the task at hand. This is the task at hand, to really see what it is of which you want to bring forward. And what is it? And for some, it may not be as simple as, yes, I want to do this, or yes, I want to do this. Yes, I want to reincorporate this. There may be some things that are still attached to those pieces, to those fragments, that you will need to work through in order to bring it back, if that is what you wish to do, to take forth with you. And know this, that no matter what decision you make, it is completely fine. And there is no judgment from us, as there should be no judgment from yourself. Do not judge yourself. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with love. Treat yourself with compassion as you do this, because know that those pieces of you that have been sitting there, that were discarded for different reasons, they are needing kindness and compassion. And as you do this and you choose to reincorporate them into you, they will come with love and they will come clear. They will come clean. And it will be easier to reincorporate this, to see how they fit back into whom you are as a whole. And so this is what the energies bring for you. It is a deep look. It is a honest look. It is being honest with yourself. And it is all the internal work. This is not external. This is not asking other people for their opinion. This is for you to do. This is for you to do in order to build the confidence, to build everything internally, a stable foundation for you to continue on living from. And that is, and you most probably have heard this so many times, but it is a gift to yourself. And you do not understand that until truly feel it, truly understand it, until you have done it and you are living from that space. Then you get the gift it is. And with that, take the time, take the space, Give yourself a pause in order to be able to do this. It is difficult to do this when there is constant noise. And by noise, we mean when there is constant external opinions. We are asking you to go in with this. We are asking you to take a moment, to take a pause, and really see what surfaces, what is ready to be seen again, what is ready for you to make a decision on. And whilst this is something of which you can do at any time, it is the energies that really hold this now for you, for you. And with that, we wish you the best with this, as we know that you are more than capable to do this. And with that, we send our love.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome
you. Thank you.
Wow.
Well,
Thank you, Ange.
Thank you to you and your guides for bringing a beautiful message.
thank you.
Well,
You know, it occurs to me, since this is our very first time doing this, could we prevail upon you, Ange, to maybe tell us a little bit about your guides and how you met?
yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, oh, my goodness, this must have been about six years ago. I mean, obviously, I believe that our guides have been with us from birth. So they've always been there. And most probably we've flitted in and out, and I've had some awareness of it, and then I've not had awareness of it. But it was maybe 6 years ago that I was doing some development, like intuition development classes with a very dear friend. And we did a transcendental meditation, I can never say that word,
Transcendental.
transcendental meditation. And it was at that point that I met Arizona. So she is my higher self, she is my gatekeeper. And then I have a team behind that. So I don't know all of my team individually, I just know them as a collective. And over that time, since Arizona came through, she was the first one. And then I've just slowly, I suppose, got to know them, but it's not really a got to know in the sense of knowing names, knowing faces, anything like that. It's an energy. So I feel them, and they do hold different energies. And even as I was developing, being able to do this, I had different energies come in, and there were some very strong ones, there were some very nurturing, loving ones. So, and even when I do these for people, I'll get different energies come in. So often different parts of their team will come in. But for this one, it's more of a just like a I don't know, it's a pretty stable, not stable is not the right word, but it's a consistent energy. It's just like one big energy that comes through when I do the energy, the lunar energy readings. So yeah, yes, but it's a constant thing. You know, I meet with them every day, and we are constantly continuing to strengthen our bond and everything like that. So a beautiful space to be in.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, and because it is our first venture here, just to kind of round out part of the question is, how did we come to this? Well, first off, Maria and I would notice different energy channels that are out in the mainstream world, and we'd go, wait a minute, this aligns with the astrology. Wait a minute, but it aligns with the 13 sign constellational astrology.
Right.
Wait a
Right.
minute, what if we were to connect with somebody who can work with us in that regard? And we do the astro-y stuff where we have somebody like Ange that does the connection to the energetic message of the guides. And we've been playing in this sandbox for a while, and we're like, yeah, this works. This works. So here we are.
That's it. And so now we have cooked up this new venture um, to bring together the energy of the channel messages, the energy reports that come through from the guides, and marry that up with what the true constellational astrology charts have to say
Mm-hmm.
about what's going on. I mean, and it is uncanny, as you will see. As you will
Mm-hmm.
see. It
Mm-hmm.
it matches up uncannily every time. So not only do we want to bring that out into the world for everybody to benefit from, the three of us have individual experiences and educations and modes of healing that we want to bring together an into another offering
Mm-hmm.
for people on a different level. But that may be a different podcast for a different day.
Yeah.
Right now, Julie and I are going to um, take a look back on what Ange and her guides just said and show us all how that meets up with the astrology. So, do you have a chart ready, Julie, or
I
did you want to say
do.
something more?
No, and I was going to say, and the kind of the second piece of that statement is not only do we look at the way it marries with the astrology, but we can look at the energies of that message and get a better understanding of using the astrological placements to move in flow with that energy. There
That's
may
right.
be challenges, there may be beautiful harmonies that come up, and we can point to the charts to show, this is how we can navigate this particular piece of the energetic message. And then the Cosmic Heart Circle within would be doing that on a personal level. But
That's
tuck
right,
that aside.
right.
Tuck
Because
that aside.
we don't just want to understand what's going on. I mean, we
Right,
do, but ultimately we each want to be able to use that to help ourselves.
right, right.
Mm.
And we like to think we can help you do that because we've been doing that for
Yeah.
ourselves for the last empty years. So,
Yeah. And the collective transits are exactly that. They're for the collective.
mhm,
So then what we do is we look at how this collective energy may lay against your chart and how you receive it, and then different tools to navigate that through the different things we offer. So at any
mhm.
rate, I did jot a couple of quick notes, but Maria, do you have anything that strikes you right off the top of what our message from the guides was?
Okay. Well, the things that struck me, I was not smart enough to take notes,
Oh, I jotted
so
a
I'm
few.
glad that Julie was. The things that struck me right off the top are that the the axis of this full moon is Scorpio to Taurus, right? And so all of the talk about for you truth, bringing through your truth, bringing through the truth, aligning yourself with your truth and beginning to rebuild life from what has dissolved, because we all know that we have been through Pisces, right?
And if you don't, you do.
And if you don't, you do now. Like we all were through the crucible of Pisces all last year. Um, and now the focus is on rebuilding from Scorpio has that personal component of what are my heart's desires? And Taurus has that kind of universal component of what is generally of value, right? What is of real value? What is true in the sense that it is tangible and usable? And for me, the Angels Guides talked a lot about what was for you,
Mm-hmm.
for me. That's that's a lot of that Taurus Scorpio energy right there. What are my desires and what are my values?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And interestingly, just to touch briefly on it, the new moon was on the star of Algol, Medusa, the chopped off head, and our
Mhm.
new moon, our full moon, I'm sorry, is on the heart of the scorpion, Antares. So the energies are extremely powerful. Not to
Oh yeah.
mention, not to mention, and you mentioned this in your daily. So we've got the lunar nodes, which this ties in beautifully with the idea of what was I wrote down being honest with yourself, doing the internal work with yourself. And I kept seeing
Hmm.
a capital S, which aligns with the Leo South Node. Know who you are. That South Node, we karmically know ourself with the capital S, and that veil is dropping so that we can appear authentically out in the collective, North Node.
Yep.
So that
Yep.
aligns beautifully with that part of the message.
For sure. The best way to be of service to the collective is to be your most authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
It's to come into your power, be your most authentic self, and then in square to this other axis that challenges us to know what that is. Be your
Mm-hmm.
most authentic self. Okay, well, what is that? Okay, well, here's Taurus, right?
Right.
Here's truth. Here's real. And then here's Scorpio. Here's my heart's desire.
Mm-hmm.
And Antares, the heart of the scorpion, Regulus, the heart of the lion. So the fact that this lineup, I mean, we've got like bing, bang, boom. We've got a full moon, a sun moon opposition, which is the thing, right? We've, and even in the collective, it's always personal.
Right. Right. Because it's how we
Mhm.
each receive it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just that every individual is receiving the same collective message, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the full moon, that's a thing. There's the full moon exactly square to the lunar nodes. That's a thing. Then we have not just one, not just two, but four royal stars also lined up right on this.
Uh-huh. And those
I
four.
mean this, yeah, this Ange, how did Ange's guys put that? Um,
Well, here are the four royal stars, just so people know what those
mhm.
are. So the sun is actually exactly conjunct with Aldebaran, the eye
Oh
of
yeah.
the bull. You've got the south node pretty dang close to the heart of the lion, Regulus.
Uh-huh.
You've got the moon exactly conjunct
Exactly on top of
Antares, the heart
Antares.
of the scorpion. And you've got the north node with Fomalhaut.
Exactly. Pretty
It's
much on top of
pretty
that.
much
Yeah.
exact. Yeah. And these are the stars that if you don't understand the message behind each one of these stars, you will be challenged to learn the lesson.
Hmm.
So we are being asked to learn all the lessons right now. I
Well,
mean, really.
yeah. And talk about stripped away of everything, all of the layers, all of the veils that have been built up. These are ancient stars. These four stars are what people who looked up, the first people that looked up, used these stars.
Yep.
These predate any astrological language. They predate any system of star charting. there were these stars.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, even astrologically, we're asking to kind of go all the way back, let it all be stripped away to find that primordial, essential truth.
Mm-hmm. And part of the message too is to ground into the wholeness of ourselves. And when I heard that, I immediately thought Taurus, right?
Oh,
That
bingo.
sets
Yep.
the cycle. And then as that moon goes around, the sun is illuminating for us to remember you planted the seed to ground into wholeness. Bring in these pieces that you've cast aside that you can now see, and that moon in Scorpio helps us look at them and finally incorporate them in a way where, and as the guide said, no judgment.
Yes.
No judgment. You do
Hmm.
it with love and compassion because
And integrity.
and
And
integrity.
integrity. Yeah.
Right, right.
Full moons are all about illumination, are all about what is seen, what shows up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what full moons are all about. And
Mm-hmm.
so we get to see now what behind every veil, what's at the ancient heart of our ancient heart, right?
It's Scorpio, right? That's digging into the deep, the hidden, the occult, the stuff we've shoved into the basement we don't want to look at anymore. And
Yes.
now the guides are inviting us to do this for ourselves, with ourselves, without external noise. And that
Hmm.
moon is that energy of the doing it for ourselves.
That external noise, that's also
Yep.
something the guides brought up.
Yep.
The doing it, just be good to yourself, be easy on yourself. Scorpio has a shell
Yes.
and ways to defend itself, that it's like, okay, when you're coming for what is dear to me, you're gonna get the stinger.
Right.
And I get to retreat into my shell, into the sand, and take as much time as I need to feel what was the word? Um, to feel whole
Yeah.
again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote down build confidence for stable foundation, and it's a gift to yourself when you live it.
Hmm.
And this is that cycle to give us that time to do that. And the challenge point again, the square with those lunar nodes, that's a challenge, an energy you can't ignore to listen to it. Again, remember you, the self, the capital S self. You know what it is. You just have to go back and let that veil drop, as the guide said, and remember all those pieces of you that you've cast aside for whatever reason. They're still a part of you.
Or that have been occulted. I mean,
Yes,
remember, we got Scorpio here. This is big
Scorpio.
eighth house,
Yep,
mysterious energy. Some things may have been made to seem more mysterious than they are. We can cut through a lot of that now. We can cut through a lot of that murky mystery. Oh, why can't I quite get there? Why is this not clear to me? It's probably going to be clear to you pretty soon.
well, and we have this moon coming close to your favorite friend right here. And who would that favorite friend be?
Hot girl Lilith. Yep.
Yes, and what do you always say about Lilith?
Lilith always knows what is not working for her.
Hmm. So as this full moon perfects, you do this introspection work that the guides talked about, then what will come clear is what doesn't work for you.
Right.
And I think this little or partnership here with Lilith asteroid on Algol allows us to take the action and cut off the head of what we don't want, Algol, so
Hmm.
that we can truly, truly be our authentic selves.
Well, the lunar nodes too, the Leo and Aquarius as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we now are going to know what really doesn't work for us. But
Mm-hmm.
what we don't always have is a sense that we can do anything about it. I
Right.
think that with these squares on that Leo, that self-assured and that Aquarian collective minded axis there, we're going to be like, hey, not only does this not work anymore, but I can do something about it. I don't have to take it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to just acknowledge that it doesn't work. I can realign myself to something that does.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. Not just knowing that something doesn't work, but taking action to realign to something else, to something that will, or even something that we want to see if it will, right?
And interestingly, the some of the key words here too were there was a message about us worrying about being able to fit in, right? So we bring these different images of ourselves or energies of ourselves or presentations of ourselves because we're so worried about being able to fit in. And these energies will allow us to see, again, what we don't want and what we can do to be authentically who we are. And who cares what all those people think?
hmm Or, or from a gentler point of view, we may actually find out that the way to fit in is to be yourself after all, because
Yep,
there's been this U-shaped space waiting for you to come along and fit into it,
yep,
right?
yep.
It's been there all the time. So fitting in we may really find it is like I think your guides almost said this, but not quite this way, that the way to fit in is just to be your authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find that you fit into the whole and that that is how you move things along. So yeah, just realigning away from what doesn't work, which is worrying about fitting in, and then realigning ourselves to what does work, which is being ourselves, which is the piece that's been missing all along from everything.
And I had that
Mm.
flash of the end of The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy, it's been with you all along. You've had it in you the whole time.
You had it in you the whole time.
Mm.
If
So
what you
I,
seek you
Yes.
find not within thee, you will never find it without thee.
that's right. That's right.
Mm.
And I think I will take the share off and we can put some final words on our little
Mm.
time together here. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, we did not stick to 20 minutes.
Yeah, and we're still recording.
Mm. I just wanted to say that most people will notice that I sort of sat, right, once I'd done the channel, I sat back. And the reason is that I don't actually remember what I've said. And the second reason is that I absolutely have no idea about astrology. And that's what I love about it, is because I don't have any idea. And it's so wonderful to see how they both fit together.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it's lovely. Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, but
and that does go to the fact that we don't talk about the astrology with Ange beforehand. The message that comes through is purely from the guides.
yeah,
So,
Mm.
yeah.
if you couldn't tell, this was so unrehearsed, right? Yeah, we just came in and gave it to you as it came to us.
And we lived
Hmm.
the message of the
Hmm.
guides. We did it authentically as we are.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well, my dear friends, so that's our lunar message for this full moon, May 31st. We have a sun in Taurus, a moon in Scorpio, and stay tuned. We'll have stuff in the video description box about how you can find each of us, and then we'll get rolling on this cosmic heart circle within. So those of
Hmm
you that really want a personalized opportunity to work with these energies and be that authentic you and put all those pieces back together, we're
Yeah.
going to be your circle.
Mm.
Any other
Yeah.
parting notes, my friends?
Just thank you very much.
Thank you, Ange. Thank you. We've been working up to this for a while. It was a real privilege to get this first one out there. So
Thank
thank
you.
you to everybody who
Yes.
watch this whole thing. We welcome feedback. We love feedback. Feedback lets us know that you care, and we get good advice
Yes.
because there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about producing, content and all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, please feedback.
Yes. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.